Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making oatmeal and raisin cookies. Now these are really cute cookies because I made them for my nephew's first birthday. His name starts from A and 1 for his first birthday. It's best to cut out your stencil and keep it ready because once the batter is ready and sticky, you don't want to waste too much time. Before it starts losing water, you'd better put it in the oven for baking. First things first is take 1 tablespoon of chia and 1.5 tablespoon of water and let it rest for about 10 minutes until you prep the rest of your stuff, because this will make the chia swell up and make it a little gel so that it can help you combine all your other ingredients together. Here I've taken about 4 overripe baby bananas and I've mashed them up. Overripe bananas are always sweeter and it's a nice natural sweetener for your cookies. Toddlers usually don't eat sugar, so it's better to avoid adding any honey or sugar or any other artificial sweeteners. So I got my sweetness through bananas. Using a potato masher, mash up all your bananas really well. Make sure there are no lumps. Squish it and give it a good mush. Do not use a blender because that will make your entire banana very pulpy. You want it to have a little texture but still squished without any actual pieces of bananas in it. You can flavor your cookies with a whole bunch of spices that are child friendly. I've added cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla extract, and then I gave it a good stir. After I gave it a good mix, I split the banana mix into 2 pots. One will have a little bit of sugar so that even the adults can eat it, along with chia seeds. And one was without chia seeds and no sugar, with just raisins and oats. So the chia seeds have now started forming like a gel base. That kind of makes the cookie a little crunchy and it also helps bind all your ingredients together. Since I was experimenting for the first time, I was just trying 2 different styles of cookies. Now when you're blending, always use a fork because your spatula is going to just leave you with lumps. I've added Quaker Oats. 1 cup of Quaker Oats, and as you can see the mix is coming together. Now this has to be a little dry, sticky batter so that you can mold it well. One mistake that I made was that I gave it a really fine shape, and the fine shape made it a little bit crispy. I've added 1/3 cup of maida and given it a nice stir so that it holds together and it's well combined to form a nice cookie dough that I can mold into various shapes. I've added 1.5 tablespoon of freshly pounded raw brown sugar, just to add a little sweetness. If you're making this for kids who are allowed to eat sugar, then you can go ahead and add 2 tablespoons. My nephew's not yet allowed to eat sugar, but we cheated a little bit. For the second style of cookies, I've just mixed the banana, cinnamon and vanilla mix with some Quaker Oats and just given it a good stir. and combined everything together. Now this is the original recipe that I was following. The first one, of course, I tweaked a little with the chia seeds and the flour. This one has absolutely no flour, no artificial sweetening. Now if your bananas are not sweet enough, you can add some applesauce to this. I've added raisins just to give it a little more texture. On a baking tray with parchment paper on, I start molding my shapes. So initially I had cut 2 stencils out of a A and a 1 because the baby's name is from A and he turns 1. So I placed it under the parchment paper and then molded my cookie on top of it. This is the first for me, so it's not the smoothest, but it was most fun project that I've ever done. For the second round of cookies, I decided to do basic shapes. So I did a triangle, a square, and a rectangle. And it was the hardest to do because the shaping had to be exact for the child to know the difference between my rectangle and square. They pretty much look the same. I decorated them with raisins just so that they look cute. I put them in the oven at 180 and baked them for 12 minutes. If you want them a little less crispy, you can bake them for 10 minutes. Make sure that they completely cool down to room temperature before you pull them out from the parchment paper or they can break. If you like my recipe, please subscribe to my channel.